Good morning, students. Today we'll be doing the revision of lesson number 3 of your grammar adjectives. Now this revision will help you to brush up your points once again. Okay? So just go again once. What are the types of adjectives? There are 7 types of adjectives. Adjective of quality, quantity, number, demonstrative, interrogative, possessive, and emphasizing. Okay, these are the 7 types of adjectives. And again, the adjective of number is divided into 3 parts: definite, indefinite, and distributive. Alright, if I talk about adjective of quality, it tells about the kind or the quality of the noun. What are adjectives? It describes noun. So adjective of quality is describing about the quality of a noun. Say for example, Japan is a developed country. Here what is the noun? Country. And developed is defining about country. Yes, developed is telling about country. So here developed is the adjective of quality. Now coming to quantity, I need some money to buy stationery. Some money. Money is a noun, and now what is some? Some is adjective. What is some? Some is adjective. It is telling about money. Moving to adjective of number. She sang 5 songs on the annual function ceremony. How many songs? 5 songs. She sang 5 songs. So I have a count. A few boys. I saw few boys playing there. Now here boys is noun and few is adjective. Here I don't know the actual count of boys, but boys is a countable number. So what I'll say, it's a countable noun. What will I say? Boys I can count. About adjective of number, there are 3 types of adjective of number: definite, indefinite, and distributive. Talking about definite, there are 2 types: cardinal and ordinal. Yes, cardinal and ordinal. If you see this screen, this is cardinal and this is ordinal. This is cardinal and this is ordinal. 2 types. If I talk about just cardinal, what is the example? 5. Yes. And if I talk about ordinal, if I'm talking about ordinal, then first. First is the example. Why so? Because if I talk about cardinal, it is telling you about numbers. 5 in number or 10 in number. But if I'm talking about ordinal, it is telling you the order or the position. First, seventh, last. Yes. Coming to indefinite. Now here you see some people. I'm not sure how many people they are. That's why indefinite. I'm not sure. But can I count this word people? Can I count this word people? Yes, I can. That's why this is indefinite and numeral. Numeral itself says we are talking about number. Okay. Now moving to distributive. What is distributive telling? It's telling about the distribution of to each and every member of that group, be it a living being or be it a non-living thing. Every table, every student, every tree, every person. Yes. So now here every is the adjective. Yes, the way you distribute things in your class, in your school, you are giving to each and every member. Same way you can remember about the distributive numeral. Now you will ask me, ma'am, what's the difference between indefinite numeral and the adjective of quantity? So let's see what's the difference. Here is a difference between adjective of quantity and indefinite numeral. We are talking about this quantity and indefinite numeral. Now this word numeral itself says we are talking about numbers. So we can count this, but we are not sure. Let's see another difference there. Now what I can say, this quantity, it can only be measured. It can only be measured, we cannot tell the exact count. Yes, and they are always and always for uncountables. Yes, adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity is always for uncountables. You see here, time is uncountable. We can count time, 1 time, 2 time. No. Okay, we cannot say 1 time, 2 time. If I'll ask you, beta, what is the time by your watch? You will say 1 p.m., 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. But you will never say 1 time or 2 time. That's the wrong way. So time is uncountable. Okay, now talk about money. Talk about just money. Okay, can I say money is countable? No. I cannot say 1 money, 2 money, 3 money. I can say 1 rupee or 1 coin, 2 rupees or 2 coins. But I cannot say I have 1 money or 2 money. So money is always uncountable. Okay? If I'll talk in terms of rupees and coins, then it's countable. But in terms of money, it's uncountable. Okay? So what we have understood? If we talk about quantity, yes, if you talk about quantity, it's always for uncountables. Now let's see what's indefinite numeral saying. They can be counted, yes, and it's always for countables. Indefinite numeral is always for countables. Now look here, can I count apple? I can count apple. Some apples means I don't know the definite number of apples, but I can count apples. If I say student, any student, yes, if I would have said some student, then again, there are some students, but what's the exact count? I don't know. But if I'm talking about countable, like apples, student, then I'm talking about indefinite numeral. That was the difference. I believe students, now your questions are pretty clear about this difference. You had a lot of questions. I believe now it's sorted out. Moving to other types of adjectives, demonstrative, it's tell about the things which are near to you or far off. This, that, these and those. Here I have taken an example. Do you like this soup? Now this becomes adjective, demonstrative adjective. Okay, now what is interrogative adjective? What is interrogative adjective? If I say interrogative adjective, I am talking about question words, WH words. Yes, but they have to come along with noun. This word has to be there along with noun. They should be written together. This WH word and this noun. Which dress will you be wearing today? Then which will become interrogative adjective. Coming to possessive noun. Possessive tells about who that thing or that person is related to. Yes? Suppose I am talking here about car. I am talking here about car. Now this car belongs to his. His means this car belongs to a boy or to a man. Yes? So I know the relation between that noun and that adjective. My book. Now what's the relation of book? The book is mine. Your book. Now book has a relation with you. Her book. The book has a relation with a girl. Yes? This way we can find out how the person or a thing is related to somebody. In which way? It's mine, yours, his, her, theirs, yours, ours. Okay? Now emphasizing adjective. Emphasizing means I'm stressing on something. I could have said he has his own house in Delhi. But why I'm putting here own? I am stressing that he has his own house. On this particular point I'm stressing. Okay, that is emphasizing adjective. Now we can form adjective three ways. We can form with the help of nouns like trouble, troublesome. With the help of verbs, help, helpful. Help is the action word, helpful. And with adjectives also. Adjectives are found with other adjectives like weak or weakly. Okay, weak means feeble, not strong. Alright. Now we see usage of adjectives, some and any. Some is always used for positive sentences. Affirmative means positive. And any used for negative sentences. I've shared the example with you. Now look here. Whenever you will find this word not, the first thing that will strike to your mind is any should come. Okay. So with positive some and with negative any. Much and many. Much is always used with uncountable and many is used with countables, which we can count. Okay. Now moving to little and few. Little is used with uncountable. Little money, little water. Yes, little hope, little rice, little juice. Something which we cannot count. And few we can count. Few mangoes, few students, few people. Yes, few teachers. So we can count. Where we can count, we will use few. Okay, we will use few. Where it is uncountable, we will use little. Now let's see what's the difference between little, a little and the little. Little means almost none, negligible. A little means something is there. And what is the little? The little means the amount is very less, but still I am taking that whole amount, that whole thing I am taking. Yes? Now look here, the last sentence, what it is saying, the little. I can buy a big bar of chocolate with the little money I have. I have the money I have is very less in amount, but still I am using this whole money to buy that bar of chocolate. So the little means the amount is less, but that I am using that whole. Okay. Now let's move the other. Few, a few and the few. Again the same thing. They are used for countables, but in a similar manner. Like the way we did a little and the little. Few, none, almost none, negligible. Okay. A few means a little more than few. We can say that thing is in number, it's the count is less, but still it's okay. We cannot say it's negligible. Now what about the few? The few means though the count is less, but I am considering the all the people, all the things which are there. Yes? Let's see. The few friends. Here the few friends mean though the friends are less in number, they are not many, but still I am considering all the friends I have. I don't have many friends, but I am talking about all the friends that I have. Visit me very rarely. Alright? Elder, eldest, older, oldest. Now look here children. Elder, the word elder and eldest, they are used only for persons. You will not use these for things. Yes? And oldest, this word oldest, it can be used for persons as well as things. Yes? She is older than me. Or she is my elder sister. Okay. But can I say this pen is elder? This pen is elder to me, or this pen is elder than your pen? No. For things we will never say elder. For things we will never say elder. Okay? Later, latest, latter, last. Now look here, if I am talking about later and latest, I am talking about time. Yes, I am talking in regard with time. But if I'm saying latter and last, then I'm talking about the order or position. Okay, this word latter is used usually for the second half. Former, latter. Former is the first half, latter is the second half. Yes? So this means we are using later and latest for time. She'll come a little later. I'm talking in terms of time. Yes? But if I am saying she considered the latter half of it, there was a story, she considered the latter half of it to be more beautiful. Now, the person who is the editor, that person has found that the second part of the story was better, the latter half. Okay, so what means latter means second thing. Of course, last means last. Okay, she prefers to sit on the last bench. So that means late, latter, and last. Now for these, the positive degree will always be late. Alright students, I believe now this thing is clear to you. We have done this revision quite well and now things are pretty clear. Still, I have given a worksheet along with this video. Do practice that worksheet first on your own and check out your answers with the answer sheet. Okay children? On that note, just take care of yourself and keep revising, keep learning. Thank you.